Well, I'm going to be preaching. I'm going to be preaching on John 1:12, which says, "Yet to all who received him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God." You know, I just love mob movies. I can't help it. I just love mob movies, especially The Godfather. Every time Vito Corleone steps up and says, "Welcome to the family," I can't help but smile. It's just, I just can't help it. I think that this passage is saying something very similar. I think our Godfather, our Father in heaven, is saying the same thing. Welcome to the family. And even more life-changing than entering the family called Corleone is entering the family of God. It's powerful. This passage is full of power, importance, significance. But I'm not sure that we can fully grasp the significance of the passage if we don't go back to John 1:1. Because without John 1:1 and following, what we get is receive a God. Receive a God. But John 1:1 says different. It says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. And that all things were created. Everything under heaven and earth was created by the Word. And then the Word came down to the very earth that was created by Him." Verse 14 says a little bit later than this verse that we're going to be studying. It says that the Word took on flesh. He became, in essence, a man, one of us. So, when John says to receive Him, he's not saying receive a God. He's not saying receive a man. He's saying receive the man. That's right. Jesus is the man. It's awesome. So to get and to dive right into the text, it says, "Yet to all who received him." All is a very important word to me. Because what we see is the character of God, the very nature of who He is. All. Country folks say, "Oh, y'all." Anyone who receives Him. Man, you guys are a tough crowd. Smile, that's cool. Everyone who receives Him. Doesn't matter where you've been, doesn't matter where you're going. It doesn't matter what you've done. Because God can take what you've done and turn it for the glory of God. He can take your past and cut it as if it was an anchor to set you free. And for where you're going, He can take you and put you on a new path. That's the God we serve. By receiving Him. And then He continues. He clarifies. He makes a clarifying statement by saying, "To those who believed in His name." It's a continuation of the previous statement. Because it's not just that you receive Him, it's that you believe in His name. I'm reminded of Romeo and Juliet, where Juliet asks, "Is a rose by any other name smell just as sweet?" Maybe. But I think what we see here is that a name actually points to the character of the object with that name. So when we hear believe in His name, we're actually hearing believe in the character of who God is. The Word. Who is actually God. The man. And if we do this, if we receive Him, we are called children of God. In fact, he says we have the right. The Apostle Paul goes so far as to say we are co-heirs. In other words, we're not just a red-headed stepchild. There's a laugh. We are co-heirs with Christ. We receive an inheritance, which is the kingdom of God. How powerful is that? Does anybody here get the significance of this? The God of the universe, the creator of all things, wants us to call Him Daddy. All we got to do is receive His Son. Thank you.
Right.